Hey there, friend. I heard you were a little worried about the new vaccines. I totally get it. There's a lot of people saying a lot of different things. Got a little story that might make you feel better. Shall we give it a read? Let's start at the beginning. Ribonucleic acid. RNA. You've heard of it. You know it's important. You may even have a pretty good idea what it looks like. But what really is it? Let's start with DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is a long, meticulously detailed set of instructions for making you. Using just 4 molecules strapped together in a long, twisted double string, DNA makes up a cipher that will encode all the proteins that work as tiny little hands inside your cells. But wait! We have a giant set of instructions, but we can't just keep copying out each protein from it all willy-nilly, or else the cell won't be able to respond to things and act efficiently. We need some sort of a memo system. And we need memos that are short-lived. Meet our friend, RNA. Hi folks, it's RNA here. Just came in to clear up a few misconceptions. I have been, first of all, implicated as a pawn in a cellular conspiracy to produce viruses. It is not my fault this occurred. I am merely a tool of the corruption. Second of all, yes, I have been dating Brad Pitt. Just like jotting out study notes from a textbook, RNA is copied from the DNA. It's made of very similar stuff, but where DNA is double-stranded and made to last a long while, RNA is a single strand of code and only needs to last long enough to deliver its instructions. Now, as you might have guessed, it's a lot more complicated than that. There are several types of RNA, including ribosomal RNA, transfer RNA, there's small nuclear RNA, there's regulatory RNAs, there's transfer messenger RNA, there's ribozymes, and there's even double-stranded RNA. And of course, the one we've been talking about, messenger RNA, or mRNA. Yes? That what they use in the vaccine? That's correct, like the vaccine. Not all RNA belongs in the cell. If a virus manages to sneak its RNA into the cell, for instance, there isn't much to stop the machinery of the cell from printing those proteins out, which creates entirely new viruses. You're probably well aware how bad that can get, though. Your cells are always making proteins according to mRNA codes. When you get a vaccine, you're giving your cells a blueprint for a harmless protein that the virus needs to survive. The cells build those proteins and say, hang on, that's not part of me. And the immune system remembers what those proteins look like. Now, if a virus enters the body, the immune system can recognize it right away and start throwing Macho Man Randy Savage flying elbows before it takes hold. I think that's enough for now. There's lots more to learn, but it's enough to know that the vaccines are saving lives. What's that? No, microchips are too expensive, and they're already tracking you through your phone. Good night.